Right, so you and Daffy, how did the two of you first meet then?
Oh, well, Daffy was bred specifically for the job I was doing, which was bird control on rubbish tips. Well, I knew that my job was going to come to an end, flying the falcons, so I was thinking what am I going to do, and realising that I didn't really want to play the game anymore. I wondered what if my music would be able to keep my head above water financially. You know, I'm just trying to keep afloat, really. I don't want any benefits from the government, thank you. But also, I don't really want to be funding war and abiding to the theft that is taxation. So, you know, I have to juggle a little bit, but we get by without feeding the beast, as it were. A friend of mine went to India about 26 years ago or thereabouts, and he handed me this cheap sitar, and then we saw Ravi Shankar play in 1997, and that was really inspiring. And yeah, girl, look, there one's dressed as Santa Claus. I mean, I love all sorts of music. I never had a teacher. To be fair, I didn't really want one. You know, I never had a teacher to tell me no. You can't do that. I mean, even just the natural sound of the sitar, you know, it's very dirty, you know. It's got that grit, and when you put that slide on it, it just sounds like the most filthy Delta blues. Thank you. Nearly. Yeah, she's half peregrine, fastest thing on the planet, which I'm sure you know. Yeah, half peregrine falcon, half sitar falcon. I've had her over 20 years, and I like your t-shirts, they're brilliant, look at them. You've got to love her animals. I always felt that how we're conditioned to live, you know, it's just made to be stressful, and you're really in a situation where you have to pay to exist on the planet. We're the only species in the world that have to do that. I really just enjoyed not being a part of that. And I now live in my van. Well, she takes up the passenger area, plus the dashboard. I kind of like the freedom, really. There were certain things that cropped up in my life's journey that led me to do a bit more digging. The loss of my mum through really the chemotherapy that she was getting. And later on, somebody very, very close to me getting a horrible diagnosis of 6 months to live. And we got together and we used cannabis oil. Within that 6 months, she went for a scan and she was all clear of cancer. And then you think, well, why is that then? Well, maybe it's just meant to be like that. And I was out flying my birds, looking at the skies, and I was noticing all these aeroplanes crossing, all with these massive plumes coming out. What they're spraying, it's microchips now. You know, we're breathing them in. In fact, we are breathing them in.
Well, microchips?
Yeah, and yeah, through nanotechnology. Transmitters and trackers and all sorts that are just, you know, that you can't see them, they're that small. Ah, Jesus. My fingers are worn out, look at that.
Wow.
The strings really hurt, and then the thing you wear on your finger, that really hurts. Everything really hurts, really. I think there's only one problem in the world, and that's an identity crisis. If we realise that we're all one, then the game is over. It's a spiritual war on our consciousness, and there's entities that are feeding off of that low vibrational frequency, you know, that energy.
Is this aliens?
Yeah, like extraterrestrials and interdimensional beings. We're all one, we're all each other, we're all from the same infinite consciousness, just manifested in different forms. The separation that we perceive is illusory, you know.